Milwaukeeaggie.com here with head football coach Jerry Olszewski. Coach, obviously an exciting, dramatic 35-28 win over USF, capturing the key to the city. C.J. Ham goes 31 yards, 22 seconds left for the touchdown. Talk about the resilience of your offense today, fighting through all the adversity they did to win this game when it mattered most.
Yeah, there was a ton of adversity. There's no question about that. Firstly, from the injury standpoint, we had 3 offensive linemen that went down, and some guys had to step up as the game went on. It's just fantastic to watch that happen. And then, CJ and Trey too, but CJ has a fumble that he never fumbles the ball. Fumbles and he's going in to score, and I just hugged him up and said, son, you're going to win this football game for us yet. So, I said right away that next series, let's get him a football. And we did, and he's such a faith leader, on our football team, and is just such a perfect captain for this football team because they just kept believing. I mean, there were so many chances for our kids to shut it down in this one. I mean, we had 5 turnovers on the day. 2 of them were within inside the 4-yard line. 2 of them were pick sixes. So, hey, you can't create a much worse script for yourself than that, and yet we still found a way to bite, claw, and scratch our way to beat a good football team at their place, which is a tough place to play.
We talked early in the week about keeping it that one-score game going into halftime. You were able to do that. They went up 14-0 early. You guys scored early in the second half, and then nothing for either team there the rest of that second half. But how important was it to go into that halftime with that close to the game here on the road?
It was, and I'm so proud of our defense. I thought we did a great job of containing Luke Papillion and forced them into some things to use all their weapons, and they have a ton of them. But I'm just really proud of how we went about series by series. And the first couple didn't look so great, but the kids just kept fighting, keeping us in the game. And when it was all said and done, and we just talked about it at halftime, just because we don't get the media coverage that this team has doesn't mean you're not a better football team than them. Close the door and lock it, and let's see who comes walking out. And I'm really proud of our kids, how they finished this football game.
Talk about the rushing day, 264 yards, but talk about the play of the offensive line. A lot of pickups on 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, numerous times there late in the game. Talk about the play of that the front 5 and how well they pushed your team to victory here.
Yeah, they just willed it to happen. They really did. And CJ will be the first to tell you, so for the most part, Trey was pretty clean on the day. Scrambled well, but was pretty clean on the day, and they did a great job. I think we rushed for 250 something, on the day, 260 something on the day, and it just exposed some things that we thought we could and played well in those areas. But boy, those guys really came to play today. And Coach McCoulis, hats off to him for putting a MASH unit together, and that's just next man up is our philosophy, and it just worked for us, and I'm so proud of those kids.
And lastly, just talk about the, again, resiliency, the key here today, but obviously that defense without Brandon Moore, your senior captain there in the first half, and he comes back in the second half. We got a ball game, and here we go. And just again, the defense really came up big in a lot of key spots today.
It was almost poetic how we talked about this game, as a team. And that you have to keep faith and keep this thing a one-score game going into half, regardless of what that score is. If it's in the 30s or the teens or the 7, whatever it's going to be, let's make sure it's within 1 score until we get the leading tackler in the conference back. And hats off to John and Nevin for doing a super job, along with the rest of the defense. I thought our D-line played really well today. Secondary showed up as well and made some plays. And we're getting better. We talk about getting better every week, and we're a team that's truly getting better. With that said, there's a lot of stuff to grow from. I mean, we tried to give this one away, and we're going to have to grow in those experiences. But the thing that we did do is fight. The kids just kept coming, and that's, as a coach, the most prideful thing that I have is just how they finished this football game and never gave up.
All right, Coach. Well, congrats on the win. Enjoy this one, and good luck next week.
Fight on Augustana.